Well, good evening, campers. It's 17:45, 5:45 now, money. I'm out at near Semmington. Well, I sort of in Semmington, really. If I turn you around, I just want to do this video in one take, really. Makes it look a little bit easier. This is where I'm to. I don't think I'm going to stay here because the TV keeps jumping about. Might have got the keyhole. I don't want to go too far because I'm thinking about Kevin was meant to come today and do the van, but he wasn't well, so he's going to try to do it tomorrow. So it's messed my week up really, because I was going to go and see Ron, but I couldn't go and see Ron because Kev was coming today. I know I can't go because Kev may come tomorrow, and obviously the van's more important. Anyway, what I was going to get around to telling you in a roundabout sort of way, it's a roundabout there. It's got a name on it as well, but I don't know what it's called. Something, might be something Marsh, Little Marsh. Oh, I think it's called Little Marsh. And my son lives just across the roundabout up the lane. Yeah, about this disabilities that people have and wheelchair access. Well, I'm disabled. I got walking sticks. Got a wheelchair. Very seldom I get to the stage where I've got to use my wheelchair, but I do use my sticks now and again. Just because I'm getting old and dithery. And I need them for balance. But apart from that, mind you, that's what everybody else wants to avoid, balance as well, isn't it? But I was thinking about this guy was on 5 News tonight and he's fucking grizzling about, I've gone down to this shop and I can't get in. I'll fucking go to another shop then. Just does my head in, it does. I mean, you go to Bradford Avon, old historic town. They don't have to put in wheelchair access and this, that and the other because it's old buildings. Some of them got bells outside. Ring a little bell, somebody comes out, gets what you want, comes back. There's pubs there that you can't get into with a wheelchair. Well, just go to another pub. I just don't understand people. I just don't understand why everybody gets their fucking self disturbed. If my legs, God forbid, it's like a big old, I think it was a big old Suzuki, but it just sounded nice. Got a wheelchair. Can't get in a wheelchair. We'll go to somebody you can get in a wheelchair. I mean, I'm pretty sure that my mate, I don't mention his name, but he shops at the Co-op. And he's bad on his legs, and he apparently rings him up and they'll do his shopping for him and bring it out to him. There's ways around everything, isn't there? I mean, I was saying to her indoors, she works for Sainsbury's for her sins. And if you go in there and you can't help, if you can't do something or whatever, they'll help you. But when they enshrine things in law, saying, oh, you've got to have, because it's always appears to be playing to the minority, not the majority. If you make it nice and easy for the majority of people, what would the majority be? Healthy? 90% of the population? 95%? 97% maybe? Wouldn't they be inclined to help a disabled person? I came out of the house earlier on. We went up by the hospital by Seymour, and this old lady was there, and the traffic was quite busy. And she said, "Could you see me across the road?" So I waited for a gap of the traffic. I nipped across the road and stood there and looked back at her. And I went, "Yeah, you're fine, my love. I can see you from here." and off I went around my day. See, we can all help each other, can't we? But that's bad use of English language, isn't she? If she said, can you see me, help me across the road, it's different than see me across the road, isn't it? Some of this is made up, you know. But yeah, it's just the thing. I mean, when you see these guys, you know, like had bad accidents in the war, God bless them for fucking trying to look after our country, keep us safe. And they make money by taking a wheelchair to the top of a mountain. Well, that's the only thing they do, is take the wheelchair to the top of the mountain, isn't it? Because they just put loads of ropes on them and they tow them up there. Well, they'd do it on their own, would they? That would be a fucking achievement. But it's just that everybody's a fucking snowflake, isn't they? Oh, I can't do that. Oh, you know. My second eldest granddaughter, our Lucy, I had to take the mickey out of her and she goes, oh, I'm offended. And I go, show me where it hurts. You know, I got this bloody, well, I wouldn't say a mental problem, but get depressed, black dog, all that. You tell people, they just play lip service to you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? You know, or you get the ones that always got to be centre of attraction, and they go, oh, well, my friend or me, whatever you say on like these different things. I mean, I quite find it entertaining on that Van Life UK, because you go on there and there's certain ones on there, if you go on there and look, always bring it round to themselves. And there's some on there, well, there's I won't say what his name is, but he begins with M. It's got another letter in it, and it's got 2 T's on the end. He drags everything. I mean, I don't think he's had a good word on there, things I've seen, to say about anybody. Must enjoy it, mustn't he? Must love it. But with this disability thing, this is all about out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And yet the curb comes along there, and it's got a drop curb, goes up, got a drop curb to go up there. That's easy enough to do, isn't it? I mean, put a solid curb in, or put a drop curb in, just as easy, isn't it? I wonder how many people have been up past here in a wheelchair today. You know what I mean? And if they've come by in a wheelchair, where the fuck are they going? Because Westbury's, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles that way, 5 miles that way. Trowbridge is 3 miles that way, and Devizes is fucking 7 or 8 miles that way. So where would they be going? Put drop curb out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Nobody's going there. Where are they going? You know, what are they doing out here? Should be out here. Got a wheelchair. Should be out here in a wheelchair. But I mean, it's like when I had a bad spasm about 10 years ago, and my legs were really, really playing me up. And bought myself a electric scooter. Used to go up through the town. If I used our dad's electric scooter, I could go in and out the bollards. But mine was a bigger one, and it wouldn't fit in and out the bollards. So I just drove round. Don't understand it. Don't understand what the problem is. Just everybody wants... If we done everything for the minority, then everywhere would be a fucking slope. We wouldn't have a step inside, would we? You know, I personally don't get it. If something happened to me and I had to go around on wheels, I just adjust my lifestyle to it. I wouldn't want the world to adjust their lifestyle to me. But then I'm not a selfish cunt. I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I don't think because my legs don't work, the world owes me anything. Sorry, I'm having a moment. I am a bit down, but it just really, really annoys me. And everybody goes on and saying, oh, well, you know, well, we need this for those, and we need that for them, and we need this for that. It's bollocks. Of course you don't. You know, I don't know. What's that? What's that then? Sainsbury's? That's not Sainsbury's, is it? Oh, it is. See, you live out here, and your legs didn't work. Sainsbury's will feed you. All these people that say, oh, I can't do this, and I can't do that, and I can't do the other. They don't need to do anything, do they? Because they got it brought to them. Oh, but they need to go out and they need to do this, yeah. Well, when I was in jail and I needed to go out. I want to try a few weeks in solitary confinement and see, well then again, you'd have to go in and stab somebody to do that, wouldn't you? But you said, yeah. I think my attitude is like I always was, always naturally violent. But I'm like karma now. Anyway, peeps, I'm just going on now. Remember, I love you all. Well, apart from the ones I don't love, and you fucking know who you are. I'll speak to you soon. Stay classy, fighting. I'll say it anyway. Love you all. Bye-bye. And you skins.